Okay, number 1, Ashley R. I knew my son pooped while nursing him, so I handed him off to dad, afterwards asking him to burp him because I had to go to the bathroom. Hey, you knew what you were doing, and hey, if you needed a little break, it's okay. It can be dad's turn. It's fine. No harm, no foul. Number 2, Kindred R. I'm pregnant with baby number 2 and can't stand smells and extremely nauseous. I had to change my 16-month-old son and puked on him. Oh no. Well, hopefully it wasn't like all over and you could just clean it out quickly. That's gotta be really tough though, especially if you're very nauseous and if you can't hold it in. Oh my gosh, well, it'd be a funny story to tell him later when he's grown up. Number 3, Brittany G. I haven't showered this week. I've used a wipe every day to wipe my lady bits and armpits. LOL, I know it's gross, but it's been a week from hell. Hey, you do what you gotta do. There's no shame in that. And you know what? We shower too much in the US anyways. You don't need to shower every day or multiple times a week. You're fine. You do what you gotta do, girl. Number 4, JCH. I'm 11 weeks postpartum and I'm having the hardest time working because I worried about my son all day and miss him so much that my mental health is all over the place. I also just like being home. That's really tough, and I'm sure there are so many moms that can relate to you. So finding this community and reaching out is amazing because, like I said, you're not alone. And the first thing is acknowledging how you feel. And so talking about it and talking with other people and seeing if there's a way around it or something you can do to make yourself feel better or feel not as lonely when you are working. But that's really tough no matter what. Number 5, Sarah M. We ate McDonald's twice this week. You know what? When I read that, I just hear we got 2 awesome meals this week because you know what? When I was a kid and we got McDonald's, that was like that was amazing. So your kids are having an amazing week. You're taking care of them. You're feeding them. I don't see anything wrong with it. You do you. Number 6, Anonymous. I sometimes call my kids Richard when they're being They think it's funny. I do the same to my husband. He doesn't think it's funny. Still don't know why the name Richard and go hand in hand. You know what? That's a nice way of you just expressing yourself. You're being kind. You're just calling them Richard. It's fine. And it helps you kind of feel like, you know what? It makes you like laugh at the little things, but you can kind of just be like, all right, you're being Richard. Like, come on, Richard. Like, let's get it together. All right. Number 7, Cheyenne L. My oldest does not eat actual food for anything, so he doesn't have the healthiest diet because I just feed him what he will eat. Usually ramen, hot dogs, nuggets, and fruit. You know what? It's food. He's eating what he will eat. And some kids are just picky and there's nothing you can do about it, literally. Like I've seen it firsthand. There are some kids, they're all raised the same and some will just be picky. There's really nothing you can do. So at least he's eating some stuff and hey, he's getting protein in there. He's getting some carbs. He's getting some fruit. It's all good. And for some, it's just a phase and they grow out of it. Some people are picky their whole life. You know what? You're doing your best and you're doing awesome. So it's okay. Number 8, Anonymous. My 3-month-old loves sensory videos on YouTube. When he's upset, it calms him. I know a lot of moms would shame me for screen time, but he never goes over 20 minutes. Again, you know what works best for your family. And it's so easy for other people to look at you and judge you for what you do, but no one knows exactly what goes on in your family and no one knows what works best. And it's a sensory video. You're not just letting him watch just anything. It's things that are good for him and you're limiting the time. Again, you just gotta do you. It's so easy for people to judge because they don't do the same thing or they would never do that but you know what? You have to focus on your lane and just do what works best for you. So, awesome. Great confessions, everyone. Like I said, I had threads of like 250 plus. These are people's favorites because I think It gives you a space to share. And you know what I want to say to that? If you feel like these kind of posts excites you, maybe be more vulnerable. Get a journal and write stuff down, vent, because it's so good to get stuff out there. Find a community where you can feel accepted and like a part of something when you're kind of in the thick of it, or when you just want to laugh, or you just want to like connect with someone. It's so powerful. It's so important. And that's what these answers and these threads show me, is that people just want to connect in difficult times, in moments where you feel maybe kind of low, or you're like a quote unquote bad mom, because none of these are bad moms. You're not a bad mom for your choices. We all just do the best to get by that day, and that's okay.